And from United today, we have Kash Akrekar. Nice to have you here. And
thank you, sir.
Always good to see you, no matter if you're with United or the India Club or whatever it might be.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
So what's going on today?
Today, I'm going to talk about Disaster Preparedness Task Force.
Okay.
And since we had that earthquake, I
Yes.
said this may be a good topic.
Okay.
And I have some good news and some bad news.
Okay. And you're going to tell us the good news first?
Okay.
All right.
The good news, ladies and gentlemen and my friends, is we have one of the best team under Tim Moy and an excellent task plan.
Right.
Disaster preparedness plan. Now, the bad news is every one of you have to participate in it for your end of the bargain.
Right.
If you don't, then the plan is just a plan.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it doesn't work.
Right.
Okay, so that's the bad news. I mean, that's not a bad news because just after the earthquake, we had the maximum number of people come in for volunteering as good neighbor captains.
Right.
And we need volunteers. And that's how the community survives, and that's how the world survives.
Right.
Eventually. And today we are going to focus kind of on emergency preparedness. And first topic I'm going to pick is a lot of us have additional disabilities and need special assistance and life support equipment.
Right.
And what do they do for that is some of them need electrical power equipment for medical reasons. And ladies and gentlemen, medical baseline program is available with Southern California Electric, and that gives you an additional 16 point some kilowatt hour for your needs.
Right.
And if you have life support equipment, do call Southern California Edison and get one of these brochures and fill that out. Next, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we have to do for preparedness. One thing, immediately you got to be aware. Awareness is very important. So you have to identify disasters that occur in your area. In our area, we are quite concerned with earthquakes and fires. So make sure you're ready for that. Now, then you set up a plan, your own plan, emergency plan. What do you do? So I'm going to talk a little bit more on that later. And establish your own energy network, support network. So your neighbors, your additional building people, your good neighbor captains, and things like that. And please come out and volunteer because we still need a lot of volunteers.
Right. Okay.
An earthquake. What do you do when there's an earthquake? Some of us, it's very difficult to run up to the door. So if you're in bed, use pillows or blankets to protect your head. If you're standing, duck down, sit down, cover your head and neck. If you're outside, move away from buildings, trees, whatever, street lights, utility wires, anchor life-sustaining equipment, prepare for aftershocks, always. Using wheelchair, go into a doorway, cover head, cover neck. Trapped, cover your mouth. Tap on wall pipe and don't light a match because maybe the gas line. In our community, we have only few homes that have gas. So that may not be quite concern for us, but keep that in mind. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about basic home energy kit. Now, it does apply to earthquake. It applies to any disaster preparedness. So I'm going to read most of this.
Okay.
First thing, visit our DPTF or Disaster Preparedness Task Force closet cum office in the main building, this building, right next to the Elm Room, and you can find it. Their hours are a little restricted, so make sure you don't go there and just stand twiddling your thumbs until they open. But they will help you with different information, with supplies, etc. What do you need in your home emergency kit? You need water, 1 gallon of water per person per day for at least 3 days. Okay? For drinking and sanitation. Food, at least 3 days supply of non-perishable foods. And what I do is we rotate the food. Every 6 months, 3 months, whatever canned food you have, you take them out and you replace the same with something else so your food doesn't go waste. Battery powered or hand crank radio and a weather radio, tone alert and extra batteries for both. Okay, flashlight, extra batteries, first aid kit, very important, you have to have it. Whistle to signal for help, dust mask to help filter contaminated air, and plastic sheeting and duct tape to shelter in place. Moist toilets, garbage bags, plastic ties for personal sanitation, wrench, pliers to turn off utility valves, etc. Can opener, very important. Just having canned food is not good. You need a tool to open them. Maps for Orange County, again, right now, because your GPS may not work, so you need to have some map, local map ready. Cell phone with chargers, okay, kind of important. Another important thing you have to assemble is have a go bag. What is a go bag? It's the bag that you touch the minute there's a disaster and you have important possessions in there. Mm-hmm. Things such as emergency contact list, including service providers and alternates when available. Family emergency plan, driver licenses, identification cards, passports, birth certificates. Am I going too fast?
No.
Okay. Social security card, medical records, prescriptions, immunization records, insurance cards, bank statements, credit cards, investment summaries, insurance policies, petty cash, and traveler checks. You have to have
Do those
some
still
cash.
exist? Traveler? That seems like an old list.
Traveler checks don't exist.
No, they don't exist anymore.
And maybe have a coin or two of gold.
Yeah,
if
who
you can have it. Pet, if you have pet, you have make sure you have their medical histories too. Do I have more time?
Sure, go ahead.
Additional emergency supplies, like if you have children, make sure you have infant formulas and diapers, because we don't have too many of them in our village, but we have our kids who have. So, children, prescription medications, books, games, puzzles, or other activities children need. If you have pets, we need pet food, extra water for your pets, extra leashes, collars, whatever, special needs, prescription medication, glasses, feminine supplies, and personal hygiene items. All these are important. Important family documents, such as copies of insurance policy, I already talked about it. Cash, I already talked about. Emergency reference materials, and first aid book or information from ready.gov, ready.gov, www.ready.gov. You will get most of the information. Sleeping bag and warm blanket, important. Complete change of clothing, including a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and a sturdy pair of shoes. Okay? So these are things that one should have ready for. And earthquake, we just had a couple of big ones. 7.1 is not something to laugh at. Fortunately, it happened, and the guy up there was nice to us, and it wasn't in a populated area. If it was, it would have caused a lot of damage.
Right.
Yeah. So, but we can't say when the next thing will happen. So you have to be prepared and ready for it. Not just have a disaster plan, okay? You have to prepare with that plan and participate in the plan. And some of us who can still work, who like to work, please volunteer. We can always use extra GNC, good neighbor captains, I mean. Okay, so keep that in mind. And Tim Moy, our leader, has excellent plan. We have all kinds of special courses, special lectures, almost every week, every month we have something. So please attend this.
All right.
And there's so much more to say, but I'm going to leave it to
All right. I appreciate you
find out.
coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you very
Make
much.
sure to have those traveler's checks, right? Don't leave home without them.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
we used to say that?
Yeah, we used to say that before.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back.
I didn't have time to edit that.